سلام ايتما رشت ما دقت اللام جاغا منوين دغا سيها ايناين دغا صورو والمسكنان اما سنتدرب الصنوب البحري إذا قولي جا دغا إلى ملكة هيلان مسكني وان إفريقيا مملة جري جري ويجن دغا سيها إنت وان كوز جراه وان كوز دغتالي تن سبتمبر أراه وان مراو دغتالي تاغ إن سبتمبر تمهلت نمجرتنا كانت معنا الموضنا كانت دمجار وين تزار لفن منكت كان وين إفريقيا كدوي نجمة فولا ودي قال إن جنة المصلين جنة ومملا جنة وموكنا جنة وانا دنا تهاج ما اتي لما جنة يضاصن الرامة إفريقيا فولا وين نسبة جرتنا كانت منكت مجارا فولا ريتنا سدون فولا ودي قال إن واغسيها وجوه نسوا يجي واغسيها ويتوس دعوة فولتسين وسند فولت نرجعن وأسياي ولين سجلت دون كان ضرون سيدوتا يتسمى جورا غمجارين ويزارن ودي فلنكال ونيجيريا وتموسن إيكيزيلي أولالية سجمانو how are you إيكيزيلي thank you so much برين الداغ توهاست يتداغ فالت أكل وان كينيا تتموست إليزابيث جاتو how are you إليزابيث جاتو
Hi, hello.
Yeah. أنا سدوا أن كان دسن فول مانيك التلغي وين استاول تانا أنجلي فولا سنتين دوسنا سلتاول تين إن شاء الله هدناوي موسدت ديتوس وين دغران ديت لم هرت داسنا جننا وان دنا وان أجنسوها فولا سادنا مجرنا وديف نيجيريا إضا إلى ترمي دغتنا وان ممكن موتاج وين أجنسوها غن إذا تهذا مجتنا في كينيا أكيد أنت لا ترمي دغجنا وان لنا وان الرامت دي الظرفان دا وين دا الكوبانية دي الظرفان ريزا راس مجرنا ودفال أكل ونيجيريا first of all دا أولالية I will start first by you first question is about your company we know that Africa is rich culture has a rich culture and you are doing the best to represent Africa in a culture and how do you started making or making like this instrumental to represent Africa's culture?
I think first of all let me thank you for having me on your program and it's really exciting to be here in Algeria. It's a beautiful city. I think more people should come to Algeria. We love the people, we love the culture, and I must say this, you have one of the cleanest roads I've seen in my life. Yeah. I've traveled a lot, a really smooth and shiny road. Yeah. Beautiful city. I think one of our mission at Instrument of Africa is to spotlight the continent. Yeah. I think I've traveled around the world and I haven't seen much of a strong, good representation of the continent. The reason why we created an electric guitar to represent, Africa anywhere in the world. I've been doing this for about 15 years, but we launched 5 years ago. Mm-hmm. When we launched, we wanted to make sure we had something that speaks for everyone. So we designed this to represent every city. We have one for Cairo, Kinshasa, Soweto, Kigali, Lagos, Accra, Nairobi, and all parts of Africa. And hopefully we want to do one for Algeria sometimes next year. Yeah. So because this is a beautiful country and you deserve to have one of our guitars to represent you anywhere in the world. Yeah. But it's really good to be here, to be part of what is happening in Algeria, and to be part of the culture. Yeah.
By asking at this point exactly, you talk about the guitar. We know that the guitar is one of the oldest material that's getting music or for representing music of Africa. Tell us about where you got the inspiration to make like this instrumental music instrumental.
Okay, this dates back to when I was young. I play multiple instruments. I play the piano, the guitar, the drums. I've been playing music since I was young.
Why guitar exactly?
Why the guitar? Because I've always thought the guitar is an instrument that speaks. Yeah. And if I can make the guitar into the shape of Africa, it means Africa is speaking everywhere. So I wanted to make sure that whenever this is played, you think of Africa, not in a negative way. Because if you go on Google, type in the word Africa, you see lions, safari, poor people, and that's not what we are. There's a lot of beautiful places on the continent. And also, to change the narrative. We want to make sure that people don't see Africa as the poor place, as a dirty place, as a animal-infested place, but a place where great ideas, great innovation comes from. That's the drive behind what we do.
Yeah. Okay, we go to Elizabeth. Elizabeth, we know that If we talk about IITF 25, we know it's a good opportunity to develop our markets and trade markets and economy. The first question is, what are the main financial and trade-related challenges faced by African MSME and women and youth participating effectively in regional value and under AFCTFA? What do you think about it?
Thank you, and thank you for having me.
Yeah.
So for IATF, the first thing is bringing me to Nigeria, Algeria, and I have never thought of being here, but this is a place I definitely want to come back and especially tour the desert. Yeah, the national park at the desert. So I think for me, the opportunity that brought me here was our partnership with the African Continental Free Trade Area, the Secretariat. We worked together with them in a fisheries project. So some of the two biggest challenges we've seen that the people we work with, and mostly women and youth in these different value chains that we work in, and specifically more to agriculture. The first one is definitely movement of money, movement of currencies from one country to the next. So we work with informal traders who in some cases actually cross over to other countries in the morning, across the border in the morning, and come back in the evening. What that means is this trader will convert their currency twice in each day. So you cross over, convert your currency, go buy your goods, and come back and sell your goods and convert your currency when you're crossing over. And the people you work with do not know how to trade in currencies, so the informal trade. So if I walked into a bank today, they don't know what the buying of the dinar or the selling of the dinar looks like. So what that means is it reduces the costs or the profit margins they make. That's number one. Number two is just the informal business also requires them to firstly carry cash, and it poses as a security challenge. So can we have digital solutions that will not force them to cross over with cash, that the money can go before them or the money can go after them, and they do not always have to convert currencies when they're crossing back, whether it's within small borders or regional borders, like for example from Kenya to Algeria, for example.
That's good. That's amazing. And how can financial inclusions through the affordable credit insurance? We know that insurance is like a conflict. No, it's not a conflict like political conflicts. We know that's financial conflicts. We know that each country of Africa depending on its own market economics, because there is a lot of problems in internet, like there is no security, internet security, to believe that people can bring anything online, like who knows, like any services online. What do you think about the assurance in this point?
Yeah, so that's an issue actually that we've been facing with all the people that we work with. So one of the solutions we've seen in the market, it's with one of our partners, and one of the solutions is, for example, the iSoko platform, which we actually discussed yesterday in one of the preliminary discussions under the African Continental Free Trade Area. So how that looks like is that it enables a marketplace, an e-commerce marketplace for anyone in Africa to come and just showcase your products, and before they're actually accredited on that platform, there's a due diligence that goes behind that. So there's a first tick of first accreditation that this is a verified business, this is an actual existing trader, this is not a ghost trader somewhere who's not trading on anything. So that's the first verification. Yeah. The second verification the platform on iSoko does is that, assuming you found a buyer online and you do not know them, you do not trust them, and most cross-border traders work on basic trust just because they know each other. So assuming you're going to a new market, I'm coming here to trade with you, it's my first time in Algeria, or maybe I'm not even here physically, but I've met you online. So the system will work as an escrow account. So when you buy from me and you send your money, the money is not released to me until the goods come to you. So that's the second measure of security that happens to that. So that creates transparency for goods and money, and also traceability for goods and money as well.
I will give you an example. In this IITF, it's a good opportunity to develop your own business. For example, I will give you a client. You know him, he's next to you. Olali, this is a good opportunity for you to connect Elizabeth, to develop your own business. Like she will guarantee you that's the payment to anyone else, like from Africa or outside Africa, to buy something from you on your own online market. She will guarantee you to make a safety payment and insurance, guarantee insurance. What do you think about this, this opportunity here in IITF trade and trade?
I think it's a brilliant idea, and I must commend what you guys are doing because in every business you do, there's a level of trust you want to have.
Yeah.
And the fact that you can guarantee financial trust,
Yeah.
which is something we're not fully 100% capacity on in Africa, I think it's a great way to start and build a relationship between the buyers and the sellers.
Exactly.
And I think this is going to go a long way, and this is going to help a lot of countries connect between. And sometimes I have people who buy stuff from other parts of the world, and they send money, they don't get their products.
Yeah.
In this case, this will rectify all of that problem. You know, and I think this is a beautiful thing, and I hope it expands and it gets to the next place that it should be.
Yeah,
You know, Thank you very much for doing this.
Thank you.
This is a good opportunity to make some deals here.
Yes.
Like, for example, you are in industry, an instrumental industry, and she is on the financial industries.
Yeah.
This is a good opportunity to make some deals, and this is
Yes, one actually, the funny thing is one of our partners, we work with over 880 financial institutions globally because we are a global consultancy firm under Microsoft Consulting. So one of the financial institutions we work with actually has a creative space. Yeah, and he's a creative. So within that industry, how do we support creatives? So it's a good connection, a good conversation starter, which will continue past this.
Yeah. This is a good opportunity. I will back to you, Olali.
Yes, sir.
Tell us about African culture, youth. What about youth? Have you inspired some youth to start their own business, to own activities, like making like this instrumental or others? Something that belongs to African culture, exactly in Nigeria, for example.
I think there's quite a number of younger people who are super excited about the future.
Yeah.
They have great ideas, and I also want to commend, you know, the leadership of IATF, the leadership of Afreximbank, because they are really, really interested in the younger people. That's why they have a youth startup. For anyone who's having a great idea, program, and I think they have a summer Canex where the youth can come together to brainstorm on ideas.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of opportunities for youth to get funded. If they have an idea, they can pitch their program or their ideas to investors. Because I saw that program being announced about several months ago, that if you have publishing ideas, or you wrote a book, or you have an invention and you want to pitch the tent to people who are potentially could invest in your program, I mean, there's a lot of room for younger people to grow. So it doesn't matter if you're Algerian, Nigerian, Kenyan, South African, if you're young and you have a great idea, we're starting to have those platforms with IATF, Connex, Afreximbank, who are looking forward to help younger people push their idea to the next level.
Yeah, even Connex is like for example, it's an opportunity where everyone from each country in Africa, even in outside Africa, like Caribbean countries. What do you think about the connection, real connection between Africa and the Caribbean countries? Like, for example, they have some related culture, which is like music, dances. How do you think about this point exactly?
Well, the interesting part is, I think for far too long, we've left the Caribbean people outside of the investment space in Africa. I was in the Bahamas last year summer, and I see that there are a lot of things we could do as a people together. Financial sector, for example, we can have some of our branches, banks in the Bahamas. I mean, there's a lot of islands. And also I look at the transportation, logistics in the Caribbean to move goods from the Bahamas to Jamaica. I mean, the sea is like very, very close. They're close to one another, but you need a ferry services. You need like the sea freight line to help them move goods, even from Africa to the Caribbean. I think it's time. And we should have been doing this a long time ago. That way we can have a representation and help the economy to grow, and it's still under the African umbrella. Yeah.
Let's go back now to Elizabeth. Elizabeth, do you believe platforms like, for example, IITF and can serve some foundation for building an unified African trade and financial inclusions roadmap. What do you think?
Yes, absolutely. Like what the president of the Afrexim Bank and His Excellency, the Secretary General for the African Continental Free Trade Area said, when they signed this MOU and when the African Continental Free Trade Area came up, they did just want it to be a paper MOU, but an actual living document. And today we can actually see that. The fact that some of the traders we brought, as I said, we came with young traders, to Algeria. They are finding opportunities here. So just the fact that they sponsored us to come here it's a great opportunity that we see, that we're linking sub-Saharan Africa to Northern Africa. And Algeria is perfectly positioned to the north, between the north and sub-Saharan Africa. So why not make linkages as we trade with sub-Saharan Africa, Middle East and European countries? So why would I first think of going to Europe or Spain before I come here to tour, for example, or just buy linen in Algeria to begin with? So I didn't know you guys had amazing linen. So just the opportunity and the exposure alone, that's a great starting point. The other thing, of course, is the marketplace that is already here. It's exuberant. It's just not theoretical. It's physical and practical. And these are the practical ideas that we actually go back and work on and inform the rest of the people that we work with. Yes.
Yes. I think this is only even another question, interesting questions. What the innovation or financial solutions such as digital financial services, trade finances and machinism or risk mitigations tools like are being highlighted today to unlock Africa's industrial and trade transformation?
Yes. So the first one, as I say, with digital solutions. So as you said, trust is a major issue in any industry, whether it's trust with money, whether it's trust even in coming here. I got an invite to come here, and if I've never been here, I'd be like, okay, will I be stranded there? I had to trust the person who invited me, to just show up. So with that, digital solutions reduce the access or barrier limitations, whether it's barriers to information, like for example, currency information, whether it's a barrier to access to finance, for example. So with that, it reduces my entry point, the entry point for the entrepreneur, the entry point for the stakeholder themselves, the entry point for new markets, assuming an entrepreneur is looking for a new market. So digital solutions reduce that. The other one we work on is on insurance products. For example, a good example I'll give is the fisheries project we're working on. So we see across the border, if non-tariff barriers are operating across the borders, your goods will be stuck there for 2 weeks or a week. Fish is a perishable good. The entrepreneurs we work with will lose all their stock just in one day because of barriers that are non-existent. So with reductions of such barriers ensures that people move their goods, whatever kind of goods it is, that you're actually crossing over your goods and you're getting your benefits. So these are amazing platforms that reduce the barriers both mentally and physically as well, and also the man-made borders that we've kept for ourselves. So there'll be physical barriers and non-physical barriers that have been reduced just by us coming here.
Yeah. Okay, I'll back to you, Olali. Have you ever sing?
Have I ever sing?
Tell us the truth. Have you ever sing?
Yeah, I do sing. I love music. I play all instruments. I can sing.
So let's give it a try. Choose one.
I'll sing with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll do that song called I'm Grateful for Today.
Even if you
I'm
can
grateful
use
for Africa.
guitar. You can
It's
use.
electric, we have to plug it in.
Okay.
But I can do a song. It says, and I am grateful, grateful for today. Take the music and use it and it'll move you away. And be hopeful. It'll make a way. I know it ain't easy, but I'm grateful.
That's
I'm
wow.
grateful.
Wow, beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. You really have a nice voice.
Thank you.
By
I
the
try.
way, yeah.
I try.
You can sing rap?
Yes.
No, I can't rap. I don't rap.
Pop?
No rap.
Hip hop?
I listen to a lot of songs, but I don't rap. I don't know how to put words together.
Okay.
Yeah.
The question is about like you can encourage some or empower young people to do a lot like their own music factory inside the country. In every country in Africa needs to build some music factory
Yeah.
to empower those young people, at least to avoid like issues, drugs issues, bad issues, you know, bad things like those. What do you think about this? How to empower them to avoid like these street issues?
Well, you know, I think one of the biggest thing I've always stressed in my life is education.
Yeah.
I've got a doctorate in education.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so I like to see when people are informed, they just don't do crazy things. So I think it's very important to educate the young folks in the field of science and technology. I think we need that more in Africa and everywhere because, you know, science education will help your mind to think differently. You think innovatively. Not necessarily only education in science, but also there are a lot of innovative ideas people need to be educated about, and also having the tools to do things that can keep their hands busy. Because when you're young, you have a lot of time in your hand.
Yeah.
There's so many things that's pulling your attention from different directions. But I think if you're busy educating yourself and you're being informed about project ideas, opportunities, you would not have crazy time or a lot of time doing, you know, bad things. So I think education is the key in any sector.
Yeah.
I'll stress the importance of education. Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. Even the same questions, not about music, but about like economics field sector.
Yeah.
And how to empower like young people, startups, to do their own business and to develop their own business
Yes.
in financial sector also.
Yes. Actually, in one of our biggest mandates is job creation for the youth. That's what we predominantly work in. And just allowing and enabling financial inclusion, economic inclusion, and eventually social inclusion in the digital age. As it's rightly said that the young people are being pulled in different directions. So if you do not tap them into economic or productive activities, they'll be working on retrogressive activities, which you do not want them engaged in, you know. So actually one of the mandates we have over and above enabling the environment for them in financial inclusion is first just educating them and just learning what is insurance, basic things, what is interest rate, how do you calculate a percentage, what is money, what is a bank, what is a financial institution. Yeah. So basic foundation, how do you keep your records as a youth, how do you keep your records as a woman. So education is a basic, because even if I come up with the most idealistic solutions and the person does not understand basic information, then I've lost them. I've lost whatever agenda it is that I'm looking for. So that's just a basic for sure. And that's why we start.
Of course. Thank you. Thank you so much. Next edition of CANEX and IITF 27 will take place in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Tell us about Nigeria and inspire us to come to Nigeria.
Well, I must say this, it's a beautiful country. A lot of people who are so creative, a lot of energy. Yeah. As you can see on the world stage, we've taken over everything.
Thank you.
It's going to be a beautiful program. I'm super excited about the fact that this is going to be in Nigeria. And Lagos particularly is the big city. I think we've got over 20 million people in Lagos. And there's so much to do. There's so much energy on ground. I'm hopeful and I trust that the Nigerian government will put up a good program. And as you can see, a lot of Nigerians are here. You know, Wizkid performed yesterday, and we have a lot of them doing great things on the world stage. I strongly believe we're going to have a lot of programs for you guys to stay busy. I'm looking forward to all the activities in 2027. God keep us till then, inshallah.
Inshallah.
And hopefully it'll be a great program and a huge success. Yeah. So you should come to Lagos 2027.
We'll do, inshallah. Thank you, Olale Kizili. Thank you so much for coming to share us the stage and to share us your idea and your experiences. Thank you so much again for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Also, Elizabeth Gato, thank you so much for coming and sharing us your experience and ideas. Thank you so much. أيتما دشتما دقت اللام سدونا نتكلم مجرنا فولا دقنا جهاز زارنا جننا وان ممكن مع جاينسوها غد منتج وينسوها دا جننا داغوان ممكن الرامة دا جنة داغ دويس لان تيسغا فلو ندون فل ترميت نسن دمك داغوا سيد نسيت ولوا جننا تيرت نتكرس جوت نتيت لان تدونا تويسينينا بدا هن واغي جنة نسينا مرا ونهولا فولا تدي وتدنا جم دا وان نسن تاسي هاينا غار هرايت النت ادميوت ان شاء الله دا دون دا سيكل دغلانين تنمرت